So have you ever asked the question, how do I find the resources or finances, funding to grow my business? A lot of business owners, entrepreneurs are struggling with the idea of how they grow their business without having extra capital or needing more infusion of capital to grow their business. And I want to give you some ideas of how you can grow your profit, grow your business without necessarily going straight to the bank and getting a loan or borrowing more money. I'm going to give you a couple different ideas. We go into much more depth in our consulting with business owners to be able to help them to brainstorm all the different ways that they can end up increasing their business and growing and scaling their business without having to just take on more debt. But let me just give you a couple of ideas to brainstorm around. So if you can use the acronym TARP, TARP, that's a great way to be able to remember all of the things that you can do to help you to scale your business without having to go out there and take on a bunch of extra debt. So the very first thing is the T, and that stands for time. Time is money, and some entrepreneurs have time. Some entrepreneurs can leverage other people's times if they have employees or vendors or other relationships that are strategically partnered with them, where they can get more done with resources and time of other people. It's leverage. And the thing that we find with business owners is a lot of times when we go and we analyze the time that they're currently spending on their business, most of that business is being invested in things that are not necessarily required by them. It's something that they can delegate, delete, or delay. So we go through a process of taking a look at what their schedule is, and we go through and we start to think about, is this something that's a high leverage activity? Is it something that is going to produce growth and profitability for the business? If not, let's go through the process. Can it be deleted? Can it be something that can just be deleted off your calendar and it's not going to be a huge issue? Maybe it's a time trap, or maybe there's some issues that are causing you to not grow your business that just need to be taken off the calendar. Is it something that you can delay? Maybe it's something that you're currently doing, but it's not necessarily moving the business forward, but it's something that could move the business forward. It's just not showing immediate results. So there's certain things that are good, but not great. So we delay them and push them out so that we can end up coming back and picking them up in the future if it's something that we still want to continue to process. The next area is in the area of delegation. Is there something that you're currently doing that you are competent at, but it's not really in your uniqueness and it's not a high leverage activity? And could you outsource that to a third party, maybe delegating it to a virtual assistant, or could you end up bringing on a staff member or training a staff member to do something that maybe they don't do it as good as you, but they can do it 50% of what you could do. And maybe you could delegate 50% of the activity and you could be a part of it, but not doing everything. So delegation, deleting, delaying are major factors that can eliminate wasted time or time traps so that you can reinvest an hour, 2 hours a day into the high leverage activities that allow your business to grow. So time, using your time as an analysis, and then looking at the time of your staff members or the people that you are currently working with or partnered with. If you have virtual assistants or strategic partnerships, vendor relationships, there's certain things that you can outsource to vendors that could actually be things that you just need to ask them to do for you, and they'd be happy to do it for you because of the fact that you're a paying customer or you're a person that sends them referrals. So leveraging your time is the most important thing that we can focus on at the very beginning, because it doesn't cost you more money. It just takes a little bit of your time to be able to prioritize and get rid of stuff that's not supposed to be on your calendar. And then we look at your staff members' time, your strategic partners, and vendors' time. The second one is in the letter A, which is assets. Oftentimes we find that assets are underperforming. There's products, services that you have that are being sold for less than the value of the product or service, and there's low margins on them. So we can end up increasing the margins by increasing the price, or maybe we could package up different assets to create a higher ticket item or a higher value so that you can increase your income and increase your profit by just simply reorganizing and prioritizing the products and services that you package up and sell. And there's a lot of different ways we can do that based upon the business that you're in. But you have assets in your products and services that are typically underperforming to where they could be. It sometimes just takes a third person to be able to give you some feedback on that. You also have other assets. There may be things that you have that is considered to be an asset or a liability that you could get rid of and you could find some profit. maybe you could sell off a product or a service that is now not necessarily a key component of the growth that you desire, and maybe there's another vendor or another person out there that would be happy to buy that business from you, so that you could take that capital and infuse it in the areas that's going to really help you to grow. There's also relational capital, relational assets. You have relational assets that you have developed relationships with that you could go out there and tap into. Could be strategic referral partners or alliance partners, vendor partners, and there may be some ways that you can partner with them to help you to free up more capital or to give you access to more opportunities, which could help you to grow your business without having to go on there and take on more debt. The R stands for relationships, and you have relationships outside of your assets that you want to be able to build, and maybe those relationships could end up helping you to expand, opportunities to grow and be able to influence more people. Some of those relationships may be people that you're already spending money with that maybe would have an opportunity to introduce you to more people, whether it be a salesperson or a staff person, or the idea of going out there and paying for advertising to find a staff member may not be the best use of your resources to grow your business. You may just want to tap into your relationships, your social networks, and be able to utilize the relationships you have online and offline to help you to grow your business. And then the final one is the letter P, which stands for partners. You may decide that you want to bring on a partner. You may want to partner with somebody like us, where you can say, hey, I'd love to be able to be partnered with a company that's helping me to grow my business. I don't have a lot of capital that I can end up buying your services or buying your time, but I would be willing to partner and give you a percentage of the profit if you were to come in and help me. That's one way of doing it. You may also seek the idea of investors. So you're basically selling a portion of your business, or you're offering some sort of reward on future profits. There's a lot of different partners out there that would be willing to come alongside of you, and maybe you have their ideal client profile as your customer. And if you were to endorse their products or services, they may give you a certain referral fee or a percentage of revenue. And now you can create more opportunities without inventing new products and services. You can leverage other partners' products and services to create more revenue through referral fees or affiliate fees or other types of things. Or you may decide that you want to bring on partners, and you may use their capital contribution as a form of revenue or assets to go out and grow your business. Or you may partner and have them contribute their expertise so that you don't have to give up money to be able to, or go borrow money to buy their services. You can just leverage the growth that comes from the business, or leverage the equity in your business and give small ownership pieces away to people who can actually do the things that you want to do. So those are my 4 different strategies: time, assets, relationships, partnerships. Hope this is helpful for you. Would love to see your feedback down below if you got an idea that was profitable for you, and would love to see your feedback. Thanks, everybody.